Comic Bouffe, Episode 3, baby. Hey guys, friendly neighborhood Giorgio's here. So today we're going to be reviewing comics at Pizzeria Saisons, which is one of my favorite pizza places in Vaudreuil-Dorion. So let's go inside and check the place out. Well, obviously the place was packed. I didn't get a chance to get a table inside, but luckily for me the terrace was open and I don't know why, but no one took advantage of the gorgeous day out. It was perfect. I mean, I could do my reviews without bothering anybody. And anyways, I don't like to film the insides when there's a lot of people sitting. I don't want to catch anybody on film. I'd rather just show you guys the place and then do my reviews in a quiet corner. So, like I said, luckily for me, I could sit outside and just go on with my reviews. And I managed to place my order, got everything at a really fast pace. I mean, the service is great here, so yeah. So here's my order that's coming up. Bam! See how fast that was? So this is the pizza I ordered today. I decided to take the Hawaiian pizza, which consists of pineapple and ham. Not the normal pizza that I would go for, but if you know, I wanted something just a little bit lighter and I guess somewhat healthier. I would normally take the pepperoni all dressed with like bacon and onions. I mean, it's the best pizza in town. You can't beat it. Like seriously, there's probably one other place that can match it, but aside from that, the go-to place for a great pizza is Pizzeria Saisons in Vaudreuil-Dorion. Hey guys, so our first book up for review is this week's Deadpool Assassin by Cullen Bunn and Marc Bagley. So right off the bat, I mean, I picked it up because of Marc Bagley art. Marc Bagley or Bagley, I'm not sure. I always call them Bagley, but I keep hearing people say Bagley, so I'll stick with Bagley. So yeah, I picked up this book. It's number 1 of 6. And to be honest, again, the artwork in this book really amazing. If you guys ever followed Ultimate Spider-Man back in the day with Brian Michael Bendis, I mean, Marc Bagley was the artist for pretty much most of the series, right? So just to show you a little bit of the art and the action. I like Cullen Bunn as a writer, but the one thing about this book, though, that kind of bothered me was, I mean, it was centered around this character here, Weasel, Deadpool's friend, and to be honest, I mean, all throughout the book, yeah, he's going on a mission and all that, which is, I mean, pretty obvious. That's what Deadpool does, which I enjoy. I mean, I like Deadpool more of a serious character going on missions, being the character that he was from the beginning, the early days, you know. But I mean, yeah, I mean, he's trying to be funny here, breaking the fourth wall and everything. And I don't know about you guys, but like after watching Deadpool 2, or even after the first one, I keep hearing Ryan Reynolds' voice as I'm reading like the Deadpool lines. So, but again, just to go back to the fact that this story, what I got out of it was pretty much it was revolved around the Weasel here. And I mean, I want to pick up issue 2. But to be honest, like my interest for the character, it's just, I mean, I just have no interest like in this guy. So the story revolves around him about something that's happening. I mean, you're gonna find out throughout the story like something happened, and Deadpool sort of wants to get to the bottom of it. But if you're a fan of the art, I say pick up this book. But for story-wise, I'd hesitate to spend another $3.99 on issue 2. I'm sorry about this. It's just not for me, unfortunately. But like I said, the artwork, love it. Can't go wrong with Marc Bagley. Okay, guys. So the next book up is DC's Hawkman number 1. It's an ongoing series. This is basically right out of the pages of the DC Metal storyline that had just passed. And I gotta say, guys, I bought number 1. The regular cover, nothing against Brian Hitch over here. I love Brian Hitch, but check out Sajic's cover. I'm like, come on. I mean, look how gorgeous that cover is. And yeah, and I'm willing to pay an extra. How much is it? Like $3.99. I'm willing to pay an extra $3.99 to have the same book, but with like an awesome cover like this. I mean, wow. I'm already pre-ordering my number 2 for Saisons cover, so I gotta have it. I mean, I'll buy both, but I hate it when they do that, when it's like really hard to choose between the two. But so here you go. Just flipping through the pages. Basically, you got Hawkman here, and to be honest, guys, Hawkman. My knowledge of this character is basically from the Justice League cartoon series, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. So I don't know much about this character. It's not a character like I love, like the Flash or Batman or something like that. So you know, but it's a number 1. I always say pick up the number 1s, give it a shot, check it out, see what it is. And I read the book, and seriously, I mean, the art. I mean, again, I'm a big fan of the artists. I always go for the art first, then check out the storyline afterwards. And Brian Hitch, I mean, I remember him years ago. I think it was The Authority I picked up. Like, that was awesome. Yeah, sorry guys, Authority, like back of end of 90s or something. I'm an old comic book fan. So anyways, just looking at the art here. And this part hits home for me a bit because I'm half Greek, so we got a little bit of Santorini, Greece here. And of course, we got a man named Yanis over here. So if you're Greek, you're either Yanis, Peter, George, or Costa, actually. Yeah, so there's like the common 4 Greek names. So anyways, looking through the pages, so we got basically Hawkman is looking into his past, trying to see what he's all about, what his origins really are. So this was interesting, just a little adventure story. And again, I don't want to go all the way to the end because I don't want to reveal spoilers or anything like that. The art, I mean, is amazing. Like, it's great. It's a great story. I'm not a big fan of Hawkman, but I actually love them in the story. And to be honest, I will definitely pick up number 2. Not because the variant cover artist, but no, I mean, the art's great, and I want to know what happens next. I mean, at least this way, I mean, if we're going into his past and his origins, at least we get to know a little bit of who Hawkman is. So this book is definitely a recommend, but pick up the variant cover too, hey? It's Sajik art. He's working on Aquaman right now. Sajik. Finally, we got Image's book of The Magic Order by Marc Millar and Olivier Coipel. I mean, what can you say about Marc Millar, right? I mean, this guy worked on the storyline of Old Man Logan. And just to give you an idea of like books he's currently working on is Kick-Ass. And books that he worked previously, which I liked, was Huck right over here. Impress was great, and it was only 7 parts, which should have been longer in my opinion. This guy's right here, Chrononauts, you should definitely pick up. I mean, you got Marc Millar. Sorry about the focus issues. You got Marc Millar and you got Sean Gordon Murphy. I mean, the guy that just worked on Batman White Knight. I mean, if you really love that, definitely pick that up. It's only a 4-part story, and again, I mean, they're going through the past and everything. I wish they'd done it longer than 4 parts. So anyways, so I definitely picked up this book. I mean, Marc Millar, got to pick it up. Magic Order, I mean, again, the artwork, you can't say anything bad about this type of art. I'm just going to flip through a few pages here just so you guys see what it is. It's always fun to see a bit of the book before, you know, I mean, to be interested in buying the book too, right? Sometimes the covers are misleading, but in this case the cover is awesome and you have to pick it up. So no, basically someone in the Magic Order basically got attacked, killed, and the band is sort of getting back together, and they're trying to figure out, well, they sort of know who's behind it, but they got to figure out, you know, how to stop them. So it's only a 5-part, I believe. I mean, look at this art. Look at that. Oh, I love this. So basically it's just a 5-part story, and I'm not sure. I think it's coming out on a weekly basis. I'll have to look into that. But for $3.99, what I love about this too, there's like hardly any ads. It's all at the end. and you have actual like 28 pages of story, which is great. I mean, most books have what, 22? I have to recount that, but like, I mean, 28 pages, I mean, that's great. So I definitely recommend this book. You guys should check it out, pick it up. And again, Image Comics, I mean, I haven't been disappointed with most of the books I've bought from them, and it's a number one. Always pick up the number ones. So here are the books again. We got Deadpool Assassin #1. The art is great, but the story was weak in my opinion. So do I want to follow through for all 6 issues? So it's a toss-up, 50-50. Next one up was Hawkman #1. This one I definitely got into, and we see bits and pieces of the origin of Hawkman. For someone who doesn't read Hawkman, who know the character that well, this is a good one to begin with. And finally, we got Magic Order #1, book by Mark Millar. If you enjoyed books like Chrononauts, Impress, or even Kick-Ass, this one is a no-brainer. Just pick it up. So once again, special thank you to Pizzeria Saisons for letting me film in their establishment and enjoying their pizza. I mean, look at that pizza. Thick crust. Oh, love it. They got great coffee too. It's like a mom and pop's restaurant type of thing. So it's, yeah, it's a definite recommend for me. The address is 440 St. Charles Avenue in Vaudreuil. It opens at 11 a.m. every day, and it closes fairly late, like 10 p.m., 10, 11. So you guys should go check it out and tell them George sent you. And of course, a very special thanks to Marc at Studio 9 BD. This is where I get all my comic books week after week. So drop on by, hang out, say hi to Marc, and yeah, this is the address. So, cheers, guys. Hey, stick around. I've reviewed 3 more bonus comics, so I'm gonna upload the video a little bit later tonight. Okay, guys? Cheers.